You can achieve anything that you want, but only if you put your mind to it and take immediate action. Better yet, take appropriate action. Every single day, I hear people talk about, I want to achieve success. I want to do things. I want to do this. I want to do that. And that's great. But then they immediately follow it with all the excuses on why they can't do something. And that's absolute garbage. Here's the thing. If you want to achieve anything of any amount of success, one, you must take ownership of that thing, take appropriate action every single day to achieve that thing. Okay. And stop making excuses for yourself. Here's the deal. You have exactly the same 24 hours as anybody else. So why is it that some people can achieve, massive amounts of success while others are still wallowing in self-pity and just making excuses? It really all kind of comes down to taking action. And that's what I've discovered, taking action on a lot of those things. This is kind of funny, but I'm going to mention this. There was an old saying that my dad used to have for me. He used to always say, well, you can wish in one hand and, well, you can poop in the other and see which one fills up the fastest. And I never really, I always kind of thought that was funny and this, that, and the other. And today it's still actually kind of funny. I still actually kind of use that, as kind of a point or a statement to make. And it's so true, though. So many people, wish they could do this and wish they can do that. Whereas the action on the other side gets results. I know it's kind of a weird analogy, but think about it for just a second. Wishing for something, wishing for things to get better, wishing for things, you had more time, you had more money, you had more resources, you had more, whatever the case may be. That's kind of an arbitrary thing to just wish for something. Whereas if you just took action, all right, you would actually achieve results. Here's the thing. I will never, ever wish for anything to be easier. Okay. Some things are hard for a reason. They really are. Some things are actually hard for a reason. To do certain things, it's hard for a reason. But I will never wish for anything to be easier. I will only wish for myself to be better. If you want to achieve something, you must take a personal and invested interest in yourself, in growing yourself, your knowledge, your skills. Even I use experience loosely, but I also believe in experiences. Okay. Everything that's out there within this world you can achieve, but you must take action. You must learn. You must grow. You must develop. You must put yourself out there in order to achieve some of those things. So I'll tell you a quick story. I'm an admitted introvert. I'm very introverted. Okay. I really don't like to be bothered very much. I pretty much stay to myself, even in my house. It's kind of weird, but we all kind of stay in our own little rooms. We all kind of do our own little thing each and every day. We're all kind of introverts, but that helps us remain focused on the things that we're all doing, because individually we're all doing different things that require, time, space, brain power, silence, whatever label you want to put on it. It really kind of requires that. So I'm an introvert. I always have been. Even when I was younger, I always enjoyed being by myself because that allowed me that time, that opportunity, once again, that space to really kind of get things done. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. There really is nothing wrong with that. Sometimes that's exactly what you need. You need that space in order to go do those things, to write things down, to think. We live in a time to where there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of things. But I've always said what you focus on gets results. And if you focus on a lot of that negativity, you focus on those excuses, you focus on, all those things except for exactly what it's going to take to get results. I also said that what you focus on gets results, whether positive or negative. If you focus on that positive and take action, you're going to get results. If you focus on the negative by moaning, groaning, complaining about time, resources, money, whatever the case may be, well, you're going to get the same result, only in a negative way, which is, well, nothing. Okay. So what all does this mean? All right. What all this means is that you are capable of doing anything that you put your mind to, but only if you take appropriate action. I'll give you another example here recently. Okay. I struggle with fitness. All right. So a lot of things that you might not know about me is that I'm 100% disabled. All right. I was in the military for 24 years and I have a lot of injuries that, cause me to not be able to do a lot of different things. There's a lot of things that I just can't do, but I try to do something. Okay. Because I know that if I don't do anything physical, well, I'm going to get, out of shape and I'm going to become overweight and my health is going to decline. So I have to do something. And I struggled with that up until about 60 days ago, 65 days ago, I think, to be exact. So I started this 90-day challenge with Evan Carmichael and Zan the Man. And for me, that was that motivational push. You'd also think that in order to get healthy and to do better fitness, that, well, you would have a bigger desire, like your health or your fitness or whatever the case may be. For me, it was more of like a competitional type thing because I like the competition, but when I retired from the military, I really didn't have a lot of that. So for me, that was kind of that motivational edge that helped actually push me to the edge to actually work out a little bit more. So you might need that if you want to achieve something. You may need to reach out and find something that's competitive, someone to compete against, someone to motivate and inspire and feed off of one another, so to speak. Because when I was in the military, I fed off that. I was like, man, I want to be better than my soldiers. I want to, show them that this old man can still do some things. There was a lot of different reasons behind that. I didn't want them to outdo me, outperform me, or whatever the case would be. And I had to be the example, set the example. Okay. When I retired, I didn't really have that. Okay. So I kind of found that in some competition, in a challenge. And sometimes you might need to do that. You might need to challenge yourself, okay, in order to be able to do certain things. So if you're an introvert, find a challenge that'll help you get out of that box. If you're, if you struggle with fitness, find a fitness partner, find a workout partner, an accountability partner, okay? And that's why I love Movement Makers so much, because Movement Makers is a group by Evan Carmichael, and you can find that at evancarmichael.com, Movement Makers, look that up. Very great community, very good community. And, there's healthy conversation, there's healthy competition, there's challenges there, and we all help each other get better. It's awesome. It's like the saying goes, iron sharpens iron. And we're all doing that. We're helping each other get out of our box, to help, be a little bit more extroverted instead of introverted. There's nothing wrong with reaching out and asking for help. There's nothing wrong in putting yourself in a position to where it might not necessarily be help, but it's healthy competition. Okay. And that's kind of how I look at that. All right. So here's what I want you to do. If you struggle with achieving success, if you struggle with making excuses, if you struggle with, getting outside of yourself, so to speak, here's what I want you to do. I know that you have goals. I know that you have dreams. I know that you have things that you want to achieve. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to write those down. Okay. And don't hold back. Just grab a piece of paper and just start writing. Here's the things that I want to accomplish. Here's the things that I want to achieve. Okay. And then prioritize those things from most important to least important. And then start taking daily action on that most important thing. Even if you have to write it out, even if you have to sit there and intentionally think about it. See, that's also one of the things that people don't do these days is intentionally think about things. So I want you to intentionally think things through. I want you to intentionally come up with a game plan, an action plan. And then I want you to take action on that every single day. All right. And then let me know in the comments below this video. So thanks for watching. I hope that you got at least a little bit of value. I just kind of wanted to share just a few little different nuggets in there for today. But if you did get value from this video, please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.